Now, in this particular slide, what has been exhibited is the marketing system which we outlined in the previous slide with respect to the candy company. We are looking at the 6 factors. One is environment. How do you define environment? Is the factors that affect supply and demand. This can be the population growth, per capita income, the attitudes, raw material availability and cost. Then the second could be the company and the competitor strategies. The third is the major marketing decision variables. Typical factors here would be product characteristics, price, sales force, physical distribution and service, advertising and sales promotion. Then what are the types of major marketing channels that are adopted by the company? So, with respect to the candy company, we saw vending machines and other different forms adopted. Then how does the buyer react to all this? That is the buyer behavior models. It is typical customer response with respect to product and promotion factors, distribution factors and environmental factors. Kindly see that environmental factors also play a substantive role with respect to the customer response. Then the last one which you are going to see or get is the industry sales, the company sales and how much did the company incur, that is the cost. So, the cost, the industry sales, company sales and the company cost form the sixth component with respect to the marketing system. You look at the top portion of this slide, if you look at it, I have tried to take an example on what is the type of competition that you can get for a product. I have taken a typical example of an individual who wants a break from work. He has gone to his workplace from the morning to the evening, maybe towards the weekend he wants to have some relaxation. For this relaxation, who are the caterers for this relaxation needs of the person? It can be socializing, it can be exercising, he goes to a gym, or he can be going out for an eating place, eat out. What are these called in the typical competitive scenario? These are called desire competitors. So, a person might be having a desire to socialize or go to the gym, exercise or eat out. These are called desire competitors. Suppose let us say he decides on eating. In the place where he is, he may have different options. He may be having access to chips, ice cream, dosa, etc. All these are called generic competitors. So, you have desire competitors, you have generic competitors. Then let us say he decides on having ice cream. In that ice cream only, he may be having so many forms of ice cream. It can be a chocolate or ice cream bar, or it can be a cone, different types of ice creams. So, he decides on chocolate ice cream, then he should say whether I want a cone one or I want a bar one, all these type, these are called product forums. So, you have a generic forum of competition from other product categories that might satisfy the same customer need. So, you might not be the only company which is exhibiting or which is catering to the chocolate ice cream. There may be other companies also which may satisfy the same customer need. Similarly, yours may not be the only company giving him the chocolate cone ice cream or the chocolate bar ice cream. They may have more attractive versions. So, you have specific competitive versions also in the competitive form. Then over and above this, you have the enterprise, that is the competitive procedures of the same product or service. These are called the brand competitors. You may have it from Cadbury's, you may have it from some other company which is well known. All these are brand competitors. You can have generic form of competition, you can have product form of competition, and you can also have the enterprise form of competition coming into play. So, when you are looking at the marketing system, you are looking at these 6 components. One is the environment, second is the company and competitor strategies, third is the major marketing decision variables, fourth is the major marketing channels, fifth is the buyer behavior model, sixth is the type of output that you are going to get in the form of sales, maybe industry sales, company sales and company costs. All this tells you how changes have drastically affected the present day marketplace. It is not the same one which it used to be. So, what is happening now in the present day marketplace? You have retail transformation coming into place. Why this is coming into place? Because of these types of inputs that you are having. One is a type of IT inputs that you are getting with respect to your product, then the globalization that is taking place in almost all countries, then the deregulation which has come into so many industries, then the privatization, this privatization resulting in competition. This competition is likely to result in convergence. Sometimes companies might merge to give the competitors very strong competition. Then sometimes the consumers might resist your product for their own reasons, the consumer resistance. Then how the transformation is taking place with respect to the retail market. So, all this is really changing the marketplace. That is, it was not the simple marketing place it used to be. All these different components which have come in now, they have made the marketing in the present day quite a complex one. It is not so easy to decipher out. Okay. But it is also a big challenge for the marketer to market his products in the present day competitive market. So, if you look at, go back to the holistic marketing framework, if you go back to your holistic marketing framework, the consumer looks at value exploration with respect to a product, and then he also looks at value creation and value delivery, these three things from the company side. When you look at from the customer side, you have the customer focus with respect to the cognitive space, with respect to the customer benefits, with respect to the customer relationship management, how you are keeping the customer happy. So, this present day market is focusing quite intensely on CRM. So, earlier the CRM was not taking a very big marketing space, but now it is. It is a very important component of the marketing space. So, if you look at a typical big bazaar, many times if you are a privileged customer for this big bazaar, you may get a phone call from this big bazaar that before some sales is taking place, that these particular sales are taking place on this particular days, and a preview of this sales which is going to take place will be available for our privileged customers on this day. So, before it is open to the general public, the privileged customers have a peep into what is going to be exhibited by this particular big bazaar outlet. So, you will get phone call saying please visit the big bazaar for this preview. The next one is what is the type of core competencies that are exhibited. It is with respect to the competency space, it is with respect to the business domain, it is with respect to the internal resource management, how the company is doing all this. There is a lot of competition with respect to any product, as I told you. How the company is really putting up with this and having its competency space. Then the third component which comes into this is the type of collaborative network to face this marketing challenge. That comes under these three heads. One is the resource space, the second is the business partners, and third is the business partner management. So, when we looked at the marketing system, we said there can be two types of middlemen. One is the agent middleman who will not take title to the product, but will perform all the other functions like scouting for the customer and then seeing to it that your product gets sold in the marketplace, but do not take title. But whereas in the case of the merchant middleman, he does all the activities of the agent middleman, but also take title to your product. Your product is not exhibited by your company name or marketed by your company name. Suppose Voltas is marketing your product, let us say, it goes by the name of the Voltas. Suppose a discerning consumer wants to know which is the company which has produced this product. He has to turn the product upside down or to some other small space where it will be told this product manufactured by so and so. So, that is where your company's name might come. So, what are we trying to do in this slide? We have revisited the holistic marketing network. This revisiting of the holistic marketing network is with respect to value exploration, value creation and value delivery. then with respect to the customer on customer focus, then core competencies and the collaborative network. So, the company first has to do a very sharp customer focus, then have core competencies, then have a good collaborative network, so that it can click or succeed in the marketplace. So, this is where the whole marketing system has changed in the present day context. Okay. So, we looked at a simple marketing system in the earlier classes. Then the simple marketing system, when we worked upon it, we looked at the different types of actors who come into play. Then in order to really delineate these actors, we took the example of a candy company. We looked at what is the type of input outputs which can come out for a candy company. So, first from the company angle, second from the consumer angle, then giving you what is called the comprehensive marketing map for the candy, then highlighting in the whole process that the marketing place has changed totally. It is not the simple marketing place it used to be. And again in the whole process, we are looking at the holistic marketing framework, which we had looked at in the previous classes. This holistic marketing change framework is now redrawn with respect to this value exploration, value creation, value delivery, customer focus, core competencies and the collaborative network. Okay, we stop here, we continue in the next class.